Hello and welcome to our listeners and viewers. This is Radio Entrepreneurs. I am your host today, Phil Sharkey from my company, The Higher Authority, Pre-Employment Background Screening. And I have an exciting guest to speak with here. I'm looking forward to our conversation. It's Cameron Carlberg. He's the founder and CEO of ImmersiveX. Cameron, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Excited to be here, Jeff. And yeah, heard a lot of good things. Excited to give you guys a background on our business.
Yeah, Cameron, tell me, I was reading the bio background, and to be honest with you, it hits right to home for me. I'm an East Coast guy, but I'm a big entertainment person as far as sports, music. I have a daughter who just graduated in musical theater, so Broadway and Broadway shows are a big interest to me. So tell me and our clients here, our listeners, what is Immersive X, and tell me all about your business.
Totally. Well, it's definitely for people like you. It's for, the big entertainment. There's a million different genres, right? We've got music, sports, theater, TV, and film. We specialize in high-end experiences across the globe for generally access that you can't find publicly available. We've been working behind the scenes, referral based since we started for the past 10 years. And we work directly with management teams and artists to create these special experiences. So it's a very unique experience each time. We don't do a lot of repetitive work, and we work directly with our clients to create what their interests are.
Sounds great, Cameron. So tell me, you must have built some cachet to go into this. Is there a history of you had in the industry, the entertainment industry? Tell me about your past and what led you to opening up your own entrepreneur opportunity here.
Totally. Well, I think there's for any behind any success, there's the love for what you do. And when I've been going to shows since I was a little kid. My first show was a punk rock concert when I was 11. But ever since then, I realized how much love I had for the music industry. That was my first entrance into this business. And I moved to LA about 12 years ago after college and started making friends. Obviously, this is the place to do it. A lot of people that were in the management space, working with up and coming artists. I love going to these small shows and seeing this new talent that's going to be the next big hit. And from there, I found some really cool ways to help them generate revenue for their charities and for their team, doing stuff like high-end fan engagement, going backstage and meeting the artists, doing some private shows to generate revenue for the charity events and auctions and things like that. And it really just started as an idea. I was in the right place at the right time and young and hungry.
Outstanding, Cameron. So take me through it because I'm so old that I used to wait in line for tickets. I used to sleep out for musical tickets. It's a much different game today. I won't do that anymore. I want the specialized treatment. And is
Yeah.
that what you see? What your services do people want? That immersive event where they don't want to sit in the last row. They want to specialized VIP type of night.
Totally. And I think the very unique thing about our business, there's a lot of entertainment companies out there, but we work from A to Z. We can get you access to suites, sold out tickets, just if you want to get transportation and hotels and flights, all the entire concierge service, we wrap our clients in. We take care of them because it's so much better to have that full service. And then, to the greater extent, we curate those special experiences each time. So, I recently had a client that we brought to the French Open that got to go hang out and have a cup of coffee with Nadal before his ceremony. So, things like that. We just knew that they were going to be a really great fit. They ended up doing a bunch of work with his charity after that. So we're connectors at heart, and we try to really bring the right people together. And it's part of what has made it so rewarding too, because we tend to help people make a lot of friends.
It sounds outstanding. And Cameron, it sounds like you're the project manager. You bring it all together for the person, not just tickets to the show. Is there a certain region that you work out of? I know I'm catching on the West Coast. Is it West Coast driven? Is there, have you had requests on the East Coast and other areas as well?
Of course. So with the broad range of experiences we can provide, it's worldwide. We just did stuff. We're partnered with Formula One. We do stuff in Monaco. We do stuff in Australia, UK, you name it. And then a concert tours worldwide as well. North America is our strongest because that's a lot of where our business originated. But our retail shop is right out of Venice, California. And we're going to be opening up a new space in Miami and Boca Raton next.
Outstanding, Cameron. I can see you're well versed in the industry and you know what you're talking about, and I'm sure you're very hands-on and handle a lot of it. But tell me about your team. If I was searching out, would I deal with just with yourself? Are there people that assist as well? How does the whole process work?
Yep, great question. So our team works as a one-to-one relationship with our clients. So we've grown, slowly, especially ever since COVID, right? We wanted to make sure that we provide a really good value, let the service speak for itself. And our team has, over a couple of decades worth of experience in the industry, knowing the ins and outs of each and every event that you could possibly, I see the Super Bowl all the way to Formula One to tennis and US Open. So they work directly with each client to learn what their interests are, what their schedule is for the year, for their friends, their family, their anniversaries, and then we bring to them experiences that we think that they would like, and then they also come to us at any point in time, essentially 24/7, and say, hey, I've got an event that just popped up tomorrow. I'd really love some amazing access. What can you do?
Sounds really interesting, Cameron. Tell me, it sounds like such an interesting field. Is there one story you can share with us? Like you mentioned the coffee with the tennis pro. Is there one unbelievable story or strange experience that you've seen over your time?
Totally. I mean, I think one that always sticks with me is when I first started, we did a lot of meet and greets with a lot of pop artists and, for parents getting things for their kids. And, going through that, you find that you get a lot of opportunity to help people meet their heroes. So, I had an opportunity to help a young girl who I actually didn't know at the time, but she had cancer, and we helped her do a meet and greet with Shawn Mendes. It's just probably 2017. And, a week or two later, I got a call from her mom saying that that was the best experience of her life. She was, so happy, and that she had passed away. And at that moment, I really realized that the impact that we can have on people
Yeah.
is tremendous. And it's not like that every single time, but that is something that has stuck with me forever.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, we're all entrepreneurs and it's about, providing for ourselves and making a success. But those stories are just unbelievable when you really touch someone's life like that and make a difference. It's a real, commendation to you and it's a real strong statement about, what we all should be doing out there.
Yeah.
Cameron, tell me about where you see this business in the next 3 to 5 years. And I want to touch on AI as well. That seems to influence into every industry. Where do you see you guys going in the next few years?
Totally. I think our goal over the next few years is to slowly create our own immersive branded experiences in each. So fashion, music, sports. We have been really, really lucky to have some amazing, successful, small 300 person intimate events. We do Andrea Bocelli's White Party in Tuscany every year. We work with a few other artists to do things like fundraising. And we found that those experiences are just phenomenal because everybody feels like they've got, it's a really intimate space. They get a once in a lifetime experience to watch a show from, maybe it's an acoustic set from Post Malone or something. And so our goal is to have some flagship events that we launch over the next few years in each one of those spaces, and eventually be known for creating some of the most unique experiences out there.
It sounds great, Cameron, and I can see, I think I may know the answer to this already, that you're such a vocal point of this company. But what do you think sets you apart from the competition? Is it what you're able to provide to the people? Is it the way you provide it with your demeanor and the way you're responsible there? And I can reach out to you for what I exactly want to get done.
Yeah, I think the one-on-one service that we provide is unparalleled. That's a huge piece. There's really not many companies out there that can get a hold of anybody at any time. I've gotten people backstage in half an hour when they're already at the show. So things like that. And then yes, just the way that we do business, we try to do it with integrity and transparency on both sides with the artists we work with and the people that we work with. And, we're in entertainment, so things move fast and things can get crazy sometimes. So doing that has been, I think, a focal point in what's kept us in the business so long and created a lot of really great relationships.
Sounds great for sure, and that's something I'm very interested in as well. So I want to remind everyone, all our listeners, we've been speaking with Cameron Carlberg. He's the founder and CEO of ImmersiveX. Cameron, tell me if our listeners were looking to get in touch with you, how would they go about doing that? How could they reach you?
Totally. So you can go to our website and submit requests directly based on any of the genres that you're interested in, and our team will get back to you right away. We also have a direct company line, one for the East Coast and one for the West Coast. I can say or leave in the chat.
Please do. No.
Yep, I'm actually gonna haven't memorized it yet. The ImmersiveX line is 310-699-4536. So anytime you reach out for any events that are coming up that you guys would like to attend and want to see what kind of VIP or special access we can provide, we're happy to do it.
Sounds great, Cameron. I totally recommend the service. Myself, I would speak highly of it. So I want to thank our listeners and viewers. Please remember to follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook and YouTube and stay connected to the show. We'll be back with more stories right here on Radio Entrepreneurs.